Yeah, I guess that's one thing I miss about not living in a house is, the snow thing. Ordinary Bagel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm snowed in with a friend I was visiting in Oslo. I extended my stay because of the storm. Dang. Hopefully it's a friend that you like. Otherwise, well, I guess if it's your friend, you like them. But hopefully, like, you get along well enough that being stuck with them is not so bad. Yeah, good morning, Ordinary Bagel. How are you doing? Besides being snowed in. Are you guys ready? I drove 4 hours to see them, so I suppose they are all right. I see. Is this a special friend? Or a friend that you're trying to, you know, be more than friends? Or is it just like a nice friend from a long childhood friend, maybe? Man, I gotta sneeze, man. It's too cold. Excuse me. Sorry. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. So, how do we do this? How do we begin? Just a childhood friend that moved from New York to Ottawa a couple years ago. I see. New York to Ottawa. I moved out from New York recently as well. About 2 months ago now. 2 months away from the Big Apple. I don't really miss it too much. Prop and Play or Pro Panda Plays. What's happening? Hey, I've been calling you Prop and a Play, but the other day I was looking at your name. I was like, dang, I'm pretty sure that says Pro Panda Play. Anyways, how you doing, man? Yeah, my bad for calling you Prop when you're actually a pro. Alright, so how are we gonna get started here? I forget everything I was doing. I was working on my website, midnightsimon.com. Yesterday was my first week back streaming in many months. And I'm kind of shifting what I usually stream. I usually stream just Leak Code, but now I'm like doing more developer sessions, I guess. Not traditional developer sessions, but vibe coding sessions. And I decided last week was my first week, so I decided to like just work on something simple, which is my website, midnightsimon.com. So I had left it unattended for many months, and things kind of slowly broke down. API keys needed to be refreshed, and lots of the things weren't working anymore. So last week I got everything back up to working, and I also added a bunch of features. But now I'm not sure what to do. I've added decent features. Maybe the one I'm most excited about is adding my solutions archive, where I've solved like 1,000 problems on LeetCode, and I've done everything on Twitch and live. And recently I've been doing it on YouTube as well. So I'm trying to just catalog all the problems I've solved. So if you just want to see me solve anything that I've already solved, you can just click on it, and it will go to the point in the video, wherever this was a year ago, where I solved that problem. So you can like see my thought process, things that I got blocked on and stuff. So I've been slowly working on filling out this data. I haven't gotten too far yet, but I promise I'll finish it one day. And yeah, so that's like what's going on. Let me check my issues. I think maybe today I might do some more work on it. Endless curiosity. What's happened? Background looks sick. Is that all a real room? It is definitely a real room, man. I'm in my basement. I'd walk over there, but I promise you it's real. Every stream I've had to walk back there and pick up a plant or something. And it's 100% real, man. You joined the dark side of vibe coding? Man, I've been joining the dark side. I just took a break for figuring out my life. So I'm trying to like actually be a real vibe coder, man. I think it's very interesting stuff. So these are all the issues I have for midnightsimon.com. I don't really know which ones. I guess this one would be nice, having Google OAuth to the thing. The keyboard gallery thing would be cool too. I want to modify some of the ask. I need to deploy some things too. Yearly type racer breakdowns would be cool. I guess there's a few things we could work on today while I'm still trying to figure out vibe coding. I'm using this project as like a starter project for me before I get into the main project that I want to work on. This is not the main project that I didn't quit my job at Google to work on midnightsimon.com, you know, that's for sure. But this is going to help me get ramped up to all the tooling and like trying to figure out my flow. KJ Betts, what's happening? Welcome. All right, so here's how we're gonna do it, man. I'm just gonna start a Claude thing. I guess this one, and I'm gonna just tell it. Well, first I'm gonna start it, and then I'm gonna just tell it to figure out what we should do, because I'm lazy, and it's Monday. Take a look at the issue. Oh, I gotta speak to it too. I got this whisper flow thing, so I don't have to waste time typing. Take a look at the GitHub issues and let me know what you think we should work on next. I just pretend like Claude is my intern and I'm telling him what to do. That's how I vibe code, man. And then I'm going to try to parallelize. So I'm going to have 2 or 3 agents running simultaneously, working on 2 or 3 different issues. Hey, Rocky88, what's happening? My coffee boy, nah. My interns do a lot more than get me coffee, man. That's for sure. My interns build the company. I need to try doing voice. Hey, I think voice is one of the biggest productivity boosts that I've gotten. It's not only if you type slow. I think I type relatively fast. And this program gives me my WPMs. It says my WPMs is 134, which is not like crazy compared to my real typing. But I think it does still save me a lot of time, because when I'm typing, I'm not typing at my full speed, and I stop a lot to think about what I just typed. And it slows me down. It makes me second guess myself. Like, how do I phrase this? Should I phrase it like this or like that? And then I backspace. I'm like, nah, let me retype that. Let me do it again. But when I'm talking, I don't do that, man. I just talk naturally, pretend it's a real person, and then I get my points across a lot quicker than if I were to try to type them. But we'll see how it goes in the long run. Alright, my next step is also to get it set up to use GitHub issues instead of task.md or whatever. Yeah, the GitHub issues thing is real easy, but it hasn't been fully automated. For this project, midnightsimon.com, I've been manually adding my issues when I'm not vibe coding. Like whenever I'm just chilling or whatever and I think of, oh man, I should add this, I just make an issue and I put it in there. So they're not fully descriptive or anything. It's just like little small text. But then I just have Claude go in there and do more research and choose choose issues to work on. So let's see. Should we try and fix this OAuth flashbang? Actually, I'm not sure. Let me close this. So I've been trying to like get down my parallel workflow, like my parallel agents thing. And I think one way, there's a few different ways to do parallel things with agents. One way is like to have an orchestrator and sub agents. I tried that like a year ago and I didn't have great success. I had good success in burning through tokens, but I didn't have good success in like implementing features and things like that. There's a lot of conflicts and everything because I think maybe I was doing it wrong. So maybe I want to revisit having that pattern with the orchestrator and sub agents. Another way to do this, I guess, is to basically make copies of your repo in work trees and have like manually orchestrate multiple agents. So that's the way I've been doing. Like last week, I've only been orchestrating 2 agents, but I think I'll stick with that way. So right now I got these, I don't even know what agent 1 folder is working on here. Oh, I added something. Maybe I can just delete that whole branch. Is that how it works? You just delete the whole thing? No, it says, I think I read, I can't use that. I have to use like, let me just ask Claude how to remove a work tree. How do I remove, okay, I'm typing again. How do I remove a GitHub work tree that I added previously? Is it work tree? I think it's called work tree. Work tree remove path to work tree. Work tree remove. What's the path to my work tree? Agent 1. Not a Git repository. What are they talking about, man? Alright. Oh, you know what? I need to be in the original thing. And then dot. Is it like that? Contains untracked files. We don't care about those track files, so I'm just going to discard them. And then I'm going to rerun that command. Did it work? Not a working tree. What are they talking about, man? I guess it did erase, and now there's just this null thing in there. Man, there's a way to delete these nulls. I think you have to do it from terminal. So, man, I can't even read this thing. RM null, is it like that? How do you delete this dang null thing? I had to deal with this the other day, man. I think I know. I have to use WSL. There we go. Too easy, man. So now I guess I can just delete the dang folder since there's nothing in there. I'm vibe coding my own 3D game engine voxel game. I cleaned up the memory leaks only to have more memory leaks after adding in water. Yeah, good thing I'm not working on anything complicated. So I've been finding a lot of success with vibe coding so far. Damn, what the hell's going on now, man? Do I have to like get out of there in these terminals? And then maybe I can delete the dang thing. Still, who's using it, man? Whatever. Actually, I don't want that folder, man. Should I just close this? Oh, you know what? Maybe it's there. Maybe it was that file I had open. No. I'm gonna do it, man. We're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna get rid of it. Easy, too easy. All right, now we can begin. So what? We got to figure out which issues to work on, right? I was asking which issues, but then I realized maybe I don't want them to figure it out, or you know, maybe I want to do it myself. Which one did I want to work on? I mean, we can do this. Is easy. I've already started the testing thing. I don't think I want to work on that on stream. I don't think I want to work on the Google OAuth on stream. I don't think I want to do this on stream either. Alright, I guess I'll just fix some quick bugs to see what's up. Coding Wallace Dakar. How you doing from YouTube? How am I doing? I'm doing alright. It's just Monday morning and trying to get into the flow. Alright, there's the OAuth. This one. Maybe I'll try and do the 52 that they were suggesting earlier. So here we go. Here we go. So I have to create a work tree. How do I do the work tree thing again, man? Work tree add. Yeah, right here. We'll make a new branch. We'll call this, I don't know, OAuth flashbang. And this bug or whatever, it's not really a bug. It's just, I'll show you. It's when you're logging in with Twitch or whatever, and then you get this white screen. Is there any way to like restyle that so it's not so bright? That's basically what we need to do. So I've created a new branch and a new working tree, and I want to get a new terminal maybe. I'm gonna pop this out, and we're going to, hey, what did I name it? Agent 1? Yes, I think I did. Hyper, welcome. Nice solid stream. Rocky88. What's up? What you talking about, man? Sir, I am a full stack web developer and finding MERN job. How can get? And do you have any extra web development work for me? I don't know much about web development, man. How can you find a job? Don't stop applying. And maybe you gotta, I don't know. I don't have a job right now, so maybe I'm not the right person to tell you. Someone taking a piss in the background. No, but I'm in the basement, so you hear all the pipe water stuff going on. No one's taking a piss, man. Well, maybe someone is. But it sounds more like a sink is on somewhere. Anyways, so this is Agent 1, and they're supposed to be working on I want you to look at the GitHub. Am I talking to it, man? Issues. And do issue number 52. Before you start coding anything, I'd like you to figure out if it is even possible to change the styling on that redirect page that's not styled. It's completely white background that goes against the dark theme on my website. So I'll put planning mode on and I'll just make it go. In the meantime, while that's doing whatever, I want to look at another issue to work on. Maybe sheets. Maybe, I mean, this one is trivial, right? Should I just tell it do 51? No, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I know one. Let's do the keyboard gallery thing, man. I think that one might be fun. Number 40. Hey Solaris, how you doing? Did you participate in weekly contest? I did not, man. I'm way too scared to be taking the contest in my current form, Solaris. So I'll be taking the virtual though, but I'm gonna be taking real contests maybe in a few weeks. You're doing the yeah, I was doing the virtual of like an older contest, so you know, virtuals don't count for your ratings, so that's why I don't mind taking them. Denzel, how you doing? I wish I could stay, but I have work. I've been using Claude. Some scary stuff. Hey, it could be scary, it could be exciting, but either way, it's interesting, I think. This one was easy. I did it in less than 20 minutes. Dang, that must be like a top 100 placement for you then, Solaris. What was your rank? Was it all-time personal best? Alright, let's go back to this thing. I'm gonna call this... Wait, first... Oops. Let's use Agent 2. And this one is Keyboard Gallery. So now, I'm gonna go back to this thing. Make a new tab. No, I don't want to split tabs here. Make it a little bit wider. Hey, where's this next tab? How come there's nothing? Am I tripping right now? That tab was empty. It's crazy. Oh, there we go. So I gotta go to Agent 2 and I'm gonna tell it what issue? Do issue number 40 on GitHub issues. It should be about a keyboard gallery. Ask me clarifying questions before implementing anything. All right. Do whatever you want and do whatever you want. Wait, 67th. Dang. Top 100. Very nice, man. I don't think I'll ever get top 100 unless I study real hard, which I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, we have 2 agents working now. Double the agents, man. I really want to add a 3rd, but I don't think my tasks are big enough to occupy them that long, you know, where I can like bounce between three. All right. Hey, what the hell are you trying to go to my root directory? I don't know what it's doing, man. Hey, sometimes these dang agents, they're wildin'. Like, why you trying to go to C, man? There's nothing there for you. Piocool, what's happened? Solaris is talking about the LeetCode contest that was over the weekend. He did really well this week, or last week, and he was just sharing. He was able to finish it in less than 20 minutes, which is really good time, man. So usually I do well, in the past I'd do a lot of LeetCode streams. These days I only do LeetCode like 3 times a week. For that flashbang issue, have you set up the project so Claude can launch, navigate to the page, and get feedback? I don't know. I haven't set up Claude to do anything, man. I think it's just freestyling out there. I usually check its work manually, so I'm not like full-on automated with vibe coding yet. There's still a lot of manual steps that I take to like keep it on the right path. But for the most part, I don't really like micromanage too much. I don't check its work that much. I don't like look at the code really. Maybe I should start doing that, but I don't know. I just let it go. I didn't even read the plan, man. Maybe I should read it. I'll just see if it can do it. And dang, look how many tokens this thing is using. 150,000 tokens. That's crazy. I guess this project or this issue is a big issue for it. You have some big numbers it's putting up. Well, they also might be not each. Maybe it's like 53,000 total. Like, you know, I don't think this part each took 50,000. Who knows? Anyways. I should also get my end-to-end testing stuff working. But I'm gonna do that off stream later. Dang. What? There's basic specs for now, man. You can have multiple images. Simple browse for now. No moderation. Man, sounds like admin approval might be a good idea here. Alright, let's see what this one's saying. Who knows? But just run it. Man, this message pops up a lot. This is not the TSC command you are looking for. I don't really know what it's doing. Where should the images be stored? Supabase storage? Whatever. Alright. Here we go, man. Doing all types of nonsense. Vibe coding. Oops. Alright, this thing says it's done, so let's check it out. Let's go to Agent 1. Run it. Well, I gotta start the back end too. Uh-oh. Already in use. It's not me. I don't know who the hell is listening, man. That's crazy. Alright, so let's see if that thing works. Oh, I didn't even start it, man. I don't want WSL. Agent 1, NPM run dev. Gotta do a dang NPM install. Alright, let's... hopefully it just fixes it. Time will tell, man. Come on, man. I gotta do this every time I make a dang thing. Alright, nobody look. Don't look at my keys, man. Alright. Let's see if it works now. Why is it erroring? Some things ain't working, man. This is concerning. Like, okay, now it's working. Let me try again. There we go. So it says, let's see if the OAuth. Man, it's still white. Come on now. Come on, man. Hey, Digital Drummer J, what's happened? Happy Monday. It sounds like your AI wants to sleep in. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, but I gotta tell it. It messed up. The callback. Wait. The redirect page is still white. And it just says. What does it say? Let me try it one more time. Oh, shit. Let me try one more time again. And it just says this. Alright, this thing is ready to alright. Actually, before you start, oh shit. I mispressed enter too soon. Before you start working, can you add a comment to the issue with their detailed plan, please? Then, after you add your comment to the issue, you can clear your context and begin working on the issue. Yeah, do that. A white border color. Thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Wait, the water made me feel like I've left the faucet running. Yeah. Someone's taking a shower, I think. It is what it is, man. Okay. Oops. Now I can run clear. Alright. Please implement issue number 40. There is a design plan in the comments. Make sure to commit regularly in the correct folder. I assumed it was intentional white noise. Nah, man, it's not. Simple colon, what's happening? Which tier of Claude do you use? I got the max plan, but I'm not utilizing it fully. Why the hell are they trying to go? What does this mean? Whatever. I don't know what that does. Looks a little bit weird. Alright, man. I guess we just sit back and press buttons as we're prompted. Alright, let's see if this OAuth thing works. We gotta rebuild. Hey, I swear I took out these dang... Oh, that's the back end. I was about to say, I swear I took out all those dang console logs, man. But I took them out in the front end. That's Agent 1, npm run dev. So I'm trying to fix this bug on Agent 1. It's not really a bug, but it's the flashbang on the OAuth redirect. Welcome to Vibe Coding. The conductor. What? Is that Monsters Dev? Masters Dev? What's happening, man? Alright, let's see. Hey. Alright. Something just happened. So something is dark, but it's still like, it's that ID Twitch thing, man. I'm gonna have to tell it. Okay. I think the website that is white is id.twitch or something like that. Wait, it is just a redirect. I'm not sure if we can change the styling of that page. Can you do some research to see if we can actually change that styling? I don't even know if we can. I hope we can. What the hell is this sequel thing, man? Sure. Whatever that is. Monsters. Yeah, okay. Alright, I hope I'm not wasting my time with this flashbang thing. I don't even know if you guys saw it. These things are doing a little work right now. Uh-oh. Unavoidable, it says. What should we do? Small pop-up window? Yeah. Do this. Wait. Small pop-up window. Yeah, do the small pop-up window. Let's see. Man, I'm hungry. I don't think I ate enough breakfast after shoveling so much snow this morning, man. Man, is this the right move to do all this work just to get rid of that white flashbang page? We'll see. KJ Betts says, "Snow, where are you these days?" I haven't said where I am, but wherever I am, it was snowing. Maybe yesterday, this morning. Alright, let's try this new thing out, man. The only thing I have said is, I am on the East Coast. Alright. It's not bad. But I have some feedback. Okay, that looks nice, kinda. There is one problem though. After successfully logging into the OAuth stuff, it puts us back to the login page on midnightsimon.com. Instead, can we redirect it to the main page or the profile page? Maybe the main page. Alright, what's up? What's up, man? Keyboard building. I wonder how many tokens it's using. Hey, there's been a lot of people complaining about the quality of Opus 4.5 in the last week or so, especially in the last few days. I don't think I've messed with Opus 4.5 long enough to notice any regressions. Here, in Sweden, it's 24 inches snow and 5 degrees. It's amazing. That sounds like a lot of inches, man. Is that considered a snowstorm? It sounds like it. Portnoy, how you doing? What's poppin', man? Alright, let's check out the dang OAuth thing one more time. So I log in, sign up with Twitch. Alright. Let's keep that. Alright, very good. Can you commit your changes and push the branch or publish the branch, whatever you call it, and also make a new PR? Alright, man. What are we vibe coding today? Same thing, man. Just working on issues on my website, midnightsimon.com. So, we just worked on an issue for OAuth thing. Well, calendar is ready to go, but it's normal. It's usually more R is a city in Scandinavian mountain chain. Dang. I gotta look it up, but I'm afraid I might dox myself. Let me see. Let me look up on the map. Oh, dang. It's like up there in the middle of nowhere, man. Alright, this is where Monsters Dev is talking about. This is where you live. Dang, so you must be a crazy skier or a crazy snowboarder, man. You hit those slopes every day during season? Dang, how the hell? I'm gonna walk around your home village, man. Wait, are you from there, or did you move there? Like, were you born and raised in this small town? Wait, I got a free pass to the resort too? Dang. Hey. Where's the mountain at? You say it's a mountain town. I don't see no mountains, man. I only see little baby hills. Which way are the mountains? Are these it? Maybe the mountain top is covered by the clouds, but it doesn't look too crazy. Nice little mountains, I guess. I'm born in Trysil in Norway, but moved there with girlfriend. I see. Hey, I went to Norway once. I have a friend that lives there, and I met him in Jamaica. And I guess he goes to Jamaica a lot, and we became friends. And then I visited him in Norway. I forget where he lives, man. Stavanger or whatever, around this area. He has a dang boat. He took me on a boat ride in the fjords. He took me to a mountain cabin somewhere in the bushes by a lake. It was pretty cool. Hey, Portnoy. 5-stream streak. Hey, thank you. Bumping, man. Super nice there. I used to visit Bergen all the time. Anyways, the only thing I remember is food was expensive, man, out there. Oh, I remember also my friend, he didn't live on the mainland, man. He lived on one of these little islands somewhere in the middle of all these fjord things, and there's a crazy tunnel under the water to get to like the mainland. It wasn't like any other tunnel I've ever been through. It was a huge tunnel, and you could see like exposed rock. It wasn't like nice and all concrete. It was like, looked kind of cool, man. Big tunnel, deep underwater. Nothing like, you know, the tunnels in New York or something. Norway had the bridge map upside down and built tunnels. Yeah, those tunnels are very impressive, the ones I've seen over there, man. Anyways, yeah, do that. I'd like to go back to Norway, but I don't think I can afford to go there right now. I'd like to go to Sweden as well. I have a couple people tell me that Sweden, Copenhagen, was like the most favorite place they've ever been to, you know, but I've never been there, so I don't know what it's really like. Oh, damn. Is there a bridge here? I didn't know that Sweden and Denmark were so close, like connected, man. Should I go drive over here real quick? Man, look at that bridge. So tiny, but it goes so long. I visited Denmark a long time, and it was awesome. Yeah, what was so awesome about it? all the drugs. Aren't they? Isn't that what they're known for? Sweden, Denmark are very chill. People are so friendly and warm. Yeah. Yeah. That's the only thing I know about Denmark, really, is they got the drug town, and I guess they used to be Vikings. They took away Cristiano, the drug place. Dang, where do people in Denmark go for drugs now? What the hell is this? Whatever. If you need that command, I guess you can run it. What is this doing? Creating the PR. Yeah. You can create the PR. Christiana Denmark? Is that what it's called? Uh-oh. When did they take it away? Gang violence. Is that true? Shootings. Pusher Street. What a crazy name. In the middle of a drug town. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I always wanted to go here, man. I used to hear stories about this place. I was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to go there. And I'm a little bit sad that I never got to go before they shut it down, man. As of June 2023, there were numerous cannabis sellers on Pusher Street openly selling their wares from makeshift stalls with spray-painted signs advertising the strain of cannabis for sale. Interesting. I know in the Bay, like in California, they have like these gray market things where a bunch of people just sell a bunch of drugs, and it's not open to the full public, but all you gotta do is message them on Instagram and something, and they'll give you an invite or whatever, and you show up to this venue, and it's like in a big warehouse, and there's a lot of people there, man. There's like hundreds of people, maybe even thousands sometimes for like the bigger ones. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the sesh. There's a few different sessions, and they happen like twice a week, maybe once a week. Those are real interesting, man. I imagine it's something similar to Christiana, but Christiana is like a whole ass town. Anyways, dang, it's already done, both of them. So let me merge. I remember I went to Europe some years ago, and man, Sweden is pricey. I remember 3 nights in Paris was the same as 1 night in Sweden. Hey, I thought Sweden was the cheap one, man. When I was in Norway, people used to joke about like how much cheaper everything is in Sweden. People used to say they'd just cross the border to buy some cigarettes and food, and it'd be like a third of the price as in Norway. Like there's lots of shopping tourism going on from Norway to Sweden, but I don't know. The only place I felt more pricey is Switzerland, and Austria is pricey, man. I thought Austria was cheap. I know Switzerland is real expensive, man. I've been there a few times, but I always thought Austria was like a cheaper place to go. But maybe not, man. Alright, what are we doing? We're merging this PR, the OAuth. It's good enough. I guess I already did. Well, I should test it one more time, huh? I already did test it one more time, man. Looks good to me. Yep. Whatever. Looks good. Lurking off to morning meetings. I'm streaming until 1 p.m. Eastern time, so about 2 more hours. I'll see you when you get back, maybe. Otherwise, I'll see you tonight for Algorithms at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Javier D, welcome to the party. Alright, that's one more issue fixed. What's next? Oh, we gotta test this next one, the keyboard gallery. I have my doubts whether it will work, but let's try it out, man. So let me make a new dang thing. This is Agent 2. Got an npm install. Probably have to copy over some env files. So 1 second, let me just hide my screen real quick. Env. Copy that. I don't even have anything in my env file that's secret, man. I don't even know why I hide my screen. I guess it's just good practice. Endless curiosity. Not gonna glance at the code. I find it harder to let go of that part. You're a better Vive coder than I. Hey, I don't care, man. First, I don't even know React that well or TypeScript or anything. So me glancing at the code, I don't know. Maybe not that useful. And yeah, I guess I just test the results more than looking at the code. I think if it was like C++, I'd probably look at the code, man. No, probably not. Even if it was C++, I don't know if I'd look at the code. Maybe if it was for something super critical, like let's say I already had a project with thousands of daily active users or something. And yeah, perhaps I would care more about not committing junk code. But this is just my personal project website, man. And I don't think the stakes are that high if I push something that breaks production. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of go with it. What's the current project about? The current project is just, I'm just working on midnightsimon.com. And I just use this website to track subscribers. This is the real production site. I use it to track subscribers over the years, other LeetCode streamers. You can ask me a question. I gotta work on this section a little bit. But you ask me a question and I'll answer it on stream. I need to show a list of all the questions that's been asked and a link to the VOD where I answered them. That's on my issues list to do. He's not vibe coding Altos? What does he mean? What do you mean? Algos. I see. How much did you pay for the domain and deployment? I don't know, maybe like $10 for the domain or so. And deployment, I have a dedicated server that I pay a lot of money every month for, but at least it's a flat rate and I can do whatever I want. I pay around $80 a month for my dedicated server. I think of it like a cell phone bill, man. As a developer, I think it's just nice, you know, to have your own dedicated server that you can just leave on. Databases, do things, deploy things. Sometimes I host like gaming servers, you know, Minecraft or whatever. It's been a while since I've done something. I used to host like Terraria servers or things. But it has, I don't even know what it has, like 32 cores, 64 gigs of RAM, bunch of other stuff. It's a good deal considering what you get. Alright. A VPS or a D? It's a not a VPS. It's like a dedicated hardware server. I rent it from Wholesale Internet or No6. I think it's the same company, man. So it's like you just get a dedicated server. Which one do I have? Probably this one right here. This is probably, maybe I got 128 gigs? I don't think so. How can I see? How can I see? Oh wait, I'm not even logged into my server, so I don't want to show you that. But I'm pretty sure this is the setup that I have right here. 32 cores, 128 gigs, blah blah blah. If you're in Europe, Hetzner got amazing servers. Yeah, I've heard about them for years, man. Maybe I used to have them a long time ago, but I find this place has great value. Like, the price is crazy, but you know, there's no real support, man. You gotta support yourself out there with your server if you choose this path. So if your shit goes down, it's like you gotta figure out how to fix it, man. The most that these people might do is like swap out hardware if there's a hardware failure. But anyways, what are we trying to do? I don't remember what. Oh yeah, we're gonna check out the feature that Agent 2 just built. We Europeans gotta think about GDPR. Yeah. What about a type racer though? Through Midnight Page that automatically saved the first place. Hey, one of the projects, maybe I'll show it to you guys today. I'm working on my own type racer, so I don't want to like put too much into some type of type racer scraping thing, because I would really just like to launch my own in-house type racing game that I'll have all the data already, so I don't have to do any weird scraping stuff from type racer, you know. All right, here we go. We're testing this keyboard gallery. So should I upload a dang? How do I upload my keyboard, man? Upload keyboard. Keyboard name. Bubble 75. Sounds real nice and thocky. I got some switches that I don't remember the name of in there. Used to be Aqua Kings, but I swapped them out. I prefer the Aqua Kings though. Alright. Should I upload an image? Should I hide my screen? I don't know what's gonna pop up when I hit upload image, man. Alright. Do I have any pictures of my keyboard? Should I take a picture right now? I'm gonna take a picture of my keyboard right now, and we'll be able to participate in the Midnight Page. That would be awesome. Yeah, that's my vision, man. That is the vision. By the way, do you save your streams? I have them saved on my hard drives, yes. They're saved on Twitch for like 60 days, I think. Maybe 14 days. And they're also saved on YouTube forever. Alright, now hold on. I'm just gonna upload this picture I just took. I gotta figure out how to do that though. Maybe I'll just send it in my Discord and save it from there. Give me a second. Upload this picture to my keyboard thing. Alright, we're gonna try this thing out. Alright, let me upload dang picture now. Alright, let's see if it works. Submit. At least one image is required. Hey, I did submit a dang image, man. What you talking about? But alright, I think I know what's up because I didn't even run those Supabase scripts. Maybe I gotta do that. So let me see what it tells me to do here. Alright, keyboard gallery. I gotta navigate to that and see what's up. Supabase, keyboard SQL. Should I just run it? Yeah, I'm gonna just run it. I guess I'll do it on Supabase. I don't want to show my Supabase dashboard though, so I'll do it on my other screen. Uh-oh. It says I should check. I just copied and pasted it into Supabase and it said it is a dangerous query to run. It says it's destructive. How's it destructive, man? Let me see. I'm gonna just ask because I don't know if I trust it too much. All right, I copied. All right, I'm gonna type in. I copied and pasted the SQL query into my Supabase SQL table editor or whatever, and I got the following warning. Oops. Should I be worried? What do you think about a section of the keyboards you build with redeem with points? Yeah, but there's only one keyboard I've ever built there. So it's not... I plan to have that eventually, I guess. But right now, it's only literally one entry in there. But yeah, it's a good idea to keep track of those things. No need to worry, the warning is triggered by this line in the migration. Drop trigger if exists. Keyboards updated at on keyboards. This is a standard pattern to ensure the migration can run multiple times safely. It drops the trigger before recreating. Since you're running this on a fresh setup where keyboards table doesn't exist yet, the drop trigger, if exists, will do nothing. It's completely safe, it says. Am I convinced? Whatever, man. Run it. If I lose all my data, it's my fault, man. Alright, so far it's good. Alright, now storage. It says create a new bucket called Keyboard Gallery. This is a public bucket. I'm gonna call it Keyboard Gallery. Should we restrict file size? Yes, we should. And I'm actually gonna restrict the types. Alright, we did that. Make it public, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So now let me go and try the keyboard thing again one last time. Here we go. Drop trigger, if exists, trigger name is fine. That's what you do. Alright, good to know. I don't know much about SQL. I don't know much about anything really. So, alright, let me try one more time. Upload my keyboard. Bubble 75. Test, whatever. Keyboard. Submit. It says at least one image is required. I'm gonna say there. Alright. There seems to be a bug. Whenever I try to upload a keyboard, I fill in the name of the keyboard, I fill in the description, and I choose one image to be uploaded, but then I get an error message saying there we go. All right. Very good. All right, let's see. Man, I still keep typing to the AI when I should be talking to it instead. Close that for now. Form to form? Interesting. Hey, Rana Creed. Wait, my bad. I'm reading the old YouTube chat. Rana Creed is not here. Come on now. Jeez. Javier D says, Simon, do you think this is the new way of coding for developers on startups and big companies? I think this is the new way. Maybe not exactly how I'm doing it now. I think people are still experimenting and trying to figure out a good balance. But I do think this is where it's trending to, where software engineers or developers or whoever, they're no longer going to be coding, like manually writing code themselves anymore. Maybe every now and then, but I think the majority of things are going to be done through AI, and you just kind of check and verify. It could be through code reviews, which I'm not really doing right now, or like testing, like really good testing, and just making sure it works. But I feel for sure it's trending towards incorporating AI somehow in your workflows. I'm not sure what percentage of your workflow is going to be AI, but I imagine it becoming more and more as time goes on. I think even a year ago, man, I'd say the amount of big tech companies using AI like this in their day-to-day flow was a lot lower than it is today. I don't have a job. I don't work at a big tech company anymore. But when I left Google, I left about 2-3 months ago, and towards the end, man, everybody was vibe coding. Like everybody. There was like a big vibe coding movement internally at Google. I think all the leaders and stuff, like directors and managers and whoever, I heard, this is all rumors now, I heard like there was a, how do you say, they were instructed to figure out ways to have all of their teams use AI more and more in their day-to-day tasks. And so that means they used to hold all types of competitions, like who could vibe code the most in vibe coding week. They literally had a vibe coding week in my org of like 11,000 people in Google Core. And then a lot of my coworkers had, like, I don't know if confessed is the right word, or admitted to me that, yeah, these days they just prompt AI. We have to use Gemini, or we had to use Gemini at Google, so we couldn't use Claude or anything. But they would say, yeah, they just prompt the AI to do the work, especially for smaller bugs or smaller fixes and implementations. Lots of it was vibe coding, man. So based on that trend, it seems like it's on the upswing. I used AI a lot at work as well, but not like this, man. Everything I ever submitted through work, for sure, I made sure I like read the code, understood the code, had great test cases to prove my code works how it's supposed to be, and all of that stuff. And that never really changed, even if I didn't write the code myself, even if I prompted AI to write the code for me. That never changed at work. I always made sure I reviewed each line and I understood what was going on, and I offered my feedback. So not even just for writing code at Google right before I left, one of the latest things I saw there was, as a reviewer, as a code reviewer, you don't even have to review code anymore, man. If somebody sends you something to review, there's a button that says AI review, and you hit the button, and the AI would go over the changes and give its opinion first on what they think needs to be changed, and then it wouldn't send all those comments initially, but you can go over all the things the AI pointed out, and then you can decide whether it's worth your time or not to call this out, because every team is different. Some teams don't really care about some things, or they have like their own way of doing stuff. And I also used AI a lot for emailing other people, for writing design docs, for writing certain parts. If I couldn't get my words together to sound nice, I just tell AI to like elaborate on this. I'm like, oh shit, that sounds pretty cool. And I think a lot of people are doing that, man. So it's kind of become like AI AI talking to AI, with humans facilitating that. At my work, we can only use AI for documentation, as the company wants to keep the human value to the clients. We have products for Swedish infrastructure, kind of sensitive. We got 800 devs, and things go pretty fast anyway, so I'm happy when I get home and I can vibe some, yeah? I wish I could vibe code more when I was at Google, but to be honest, Gemini wasn't so great always. In the early days of vibe coding, the internal Google Gemini was not trained. Like, there's Gemini, I guess there's 2.5. There's Gemini 3.0 now, the Pro or whatever. But back then it was like Gemini 2.5. That was bumping. But Gemini 2.5 was not trained on the Google internal code base until a little bit after. But whenever they trained Gemini 2.5 on the internal code base, it got night and day difference with how much better it was. Before, it was like almost totally useless when using it at Google. And after they trained it, it was like really, really good. To the point where it would save me so much time just by prompting the AI to do my work for me, or to like adjust a bunch of tests, to update tests, or things like that. And I can only imagine it's going to get even more like integrated into people's workflows. So when I was at Google, it seemed more like L3s and L4s were embracing AI in their day-to-day, and maybe like L5s, L6s, L7s they were more hesitant to do vibe coding, but the juniors and mid levels were on top of it. Seniors and above were a little bit more hesitant. They like to do things the old school way, man. So I don't know if that's still the case, but that's how it was right before I left. Okay, so let's check out the keyboard gallery thing. Gemini 3 is better with that than Claude for UI animation. Yeah, I gotta get Gemini 3 and start using a mixture of Gemini and Claude for my vibe coding. Do you think that AI and vibe coding is for seniors, that interns, juniors need to learn and code the old way? Yes, I think it's important for interns and juniors to learn how to code the old way, but I don't think that necessarily means that they are not allowed to vibe code. But it feels like it would be very useful to know how to code yourself. And I think most juniors can code at Google, man. Most juniors definitely, they might not know all the Google ways of doing things, but for sure they know how to code, man. Interns too, I hope. Yeah, so I think it's still good to have that foundational knowledge. I don't think that will ever change, maybe. I guess, you know, mathematicians, even though they use calculators and stuff, they still really understand the math behind it, you know. I can vibe and fix errors or modify stuff where AI doesn't understand what I want. Yeah. Yeah. I think me understanding how to code has also, like, I've seen it personally for this small project that I'm working on. I forget, I had some bug and I was able to like direct the AI to find the bug before. All right, I forget what the bug was, man. It was, all right, I think it was something with my authentication flow wasn't working after I updated something. And I told the AI, hey, this is what's happening, go fix it. And it started to swirl. It starts to like go in these weird loops and checking all these crazy things and committing crazy things. But if I didn't know how to code, I wouldn't have been able to notice like the things it's doing is not related to the problem, you know? So I had to like interrupt it and guide it. I was like, hey, stop what you're doing, man. You're doing a bunch of nonsense. I want you to look at this in particular right here. This is where I suspect things are going wrong. I want you to like use a bunch of debugging statements at this particular place, analyze the things, and then see if it makes sense. Like, could this be where the error is coming from? That's what I told the AI. And then it did that, and I was like, oh, snap, look at that. I found the error, and it fixed it. So I was trying to fix it before without any input for maybe like 15-20 minutes, which I know is not a long time. But as soon as I stepped in and I directed it, it was able to solve the problem in like the next 30 seconds. So I do believe having that knowledge and experience is still very valuable, even though like AI can code like crazy for you, you know. It goes out of bounds quite often, adding this and that. Like, what? Yeah, I was catch it doing some crazy things, you know. Do you think that in a near future the vibe coding will be moved to another professions like vibe working or help non-tech people to do stuff? I think it's already here, Portnoy. From all the non-coders I talk to, all the productive people, they're all using it, man. My uncles, my cousins, they're not coders, but they're still using AI to help them do their job or to help them live their lives. So lots of people are vibe working or vibe living, man. I think the value is in the integration human machine. What's that mean? All right, let me see if this fixed anything. Failed to upload image. Failed to upload image. I mean, I believe AI is here to stay, guys. It's not going anywhere. We're not going back to how it was before, man. It's clearly useful, you know. And imagine all these things that we say it's so useful and it's impacts our lives in such crazy ways. But this is like only the consumer level models, man, that they're just selling to any and everybody. Imagine what's possible behind those closed doors. That stuff that we don't have access to yet, you know. This is just like year 3 or something, man. Are you a centaur or a reverse centaur? What does that mean, Rocky88? I have never heard of those terms. I think AI is fine, but I hope the bubble stops soon. Yeah. All right. Sometimes I feel it's getting a little crazy, but I feel it's so early in the AI thing, man, that maybe there's like a small local bubble, but who knows what the future is. I feel it's gonna change everything. It's already started to change everything. I don't think it's happening next month, you know. I think it's gonna be many years before it fully rolls out. You know what I mean? Not sure if letting AI just coding emergent stuff, but itself. Wait. At this point, you're still directing it. Yeah, you're still directing it, man. But it has boosted productivity a lot if you're able to direct it efficiently. Yeah, but like you talking to a terminal or a chat, and instead of, I don't know, working you in the essay, vibe working the essay and telling to modify stuff, write stuff, and it directly write in the Word doc. Hey, there is AI in like Google Docs that you can just tell it. Whenever I have Google Doc, I always use the AI thing in there. Wait, terms for your relation to technology, AI, in your work. Centaur, I believe, means AI is like something you assist, where you it's like something you assist you, where reverse is where you're like a maintainer and the AI is a primary worker. I guess I'm kind of like a reverse centaur. I don't really know. I think it depends on the project. Some projects, I think I would like to be the main worker and AI assist me. Other projects, I let AI do the work and I assist it, you know. Do you think the productivity increase of AI was a reason for layoffs, or is the narrative that the layoffs are more about freeing up capital to invest in making more AI, but that it's not actually replacing work yet, more just that they're running leaner in the short term? I think more the latter. I don't think the layoffs are because of the productivity increases for AI. I think the layoffs is to free up the capital to buy more chips and more hardware. It feels like there is a hardware war going on right now. I don't know. All right, first let me say, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, This is all kind of just me freestyling my conspiracy thoughts, right? But I think it is entertaining to think about these things. I think there is a limit to how much hardware is available out there. And the price is going up, right? So like there's only so many chips and they're all bought. They're all accounted for. So like even if say Google wanted to buy 1 trillion more chips, they can't because the production isn't there. There isn't enough new chips being produced. So I really believe because there's limited hardware, you need more money to get like more of those chips, and you need more chips to power more AI, and I guess you need more AI to like get better results. So I feel it's just these companies, at least the big tech companies, they're trying to free up that money to get more chips to feed their AI teams and stuff. But what do I know, man? Because I don't think it's time to just like let go of people because AI can code some basic things, you know. AI be replacing mass jobs, people in denial for sure. I can spin up one Ralph loop and keep and point it to the same tickets I point to staff, yeah? $200 price versus $10,000 a month. I love how Simon says money. If AI takes mass jobs, then who is buying the stuff? And who is the software for? Who knows, man? Wait, that's a story from Pragmatic Engineer Podcast. I don't know that podcast. Wait, what's the story? That companies are laying off to buy more hardware? Like the earlier layoffs because of the tax code change where dev salaries had to be amortized instead of completely written off same year. Yeah, I think a lot of the layoffs had to do with like financial accounting stuff more than like AI is so productive we can lay off everybody. I think we're now just getting to the point where AI can actually start replacing people. But not everybody, of course. You still need people, man. But then there's another I guess question in my mind is the right move to lay off people, or is the right move to have a big workforce of super productive people, everybody with one AI subscription at their side? Who's gonna win that war? Like a company of 10,000 people that never laid off and everybody is fully trained on AI, or a company that laid off 70% of their workforce and it's now 3,000 employees with AI? You know, like who'd win, man? I'm not sure. Maybe in the short term, the smaller company is more agile, but in the long term, the bigger company is just gonna steamroll them. Who knows? Lead coach, how you doing? Welcome. What are we vibe coding? Right now, we're just talking conspiracy theories about vibe coding, but I'm working on my website, midnightsimon.com. It's just a website to track subscribers and algorithms or whatever, leaderboards on Type Racer, champions, things like that. I'm trying to catalog all the LeetCode problems I've ever solved on stream over the last 4 years, but I just started doing this now. It's honestly terrifying. I've seen some developments in the past 2 months that changed so much. Yeah, wait, honestly, I just prefer to stay away from news in general, because then I don't need to think on things that might or not happen. Hey, Bosscans, what's happened? Yes, he agrees with your take on my first question. Jevons paradox at work? Apple seems to be taking that approach. I don't know what Jevons paradox is. Wait, what if you took those 10,000 people and bought 5,000 worth of hardware and then keep 1,000 staff and then get 4,000 profits? Yeah, I don't know. what will happen. But it's interesting to wonder. Reality is, I think, not firing everyone, but a massive reduction in workforce in tech and good coders becoming maintainers. I think this is a reasonable take, man. It seems, yeah, seems so, perhaps. I guess it's kind of like in all those video games, man. All right, imagine each programmer is like a foot soldier on the ground, right? But now AI has come out, and AI has transformed everything. So if programmers are foot soldiers, AI would be like the exoskeleton suits, right? And I guess those suits are super expensive. So it's not like you can have a million exoskeleton soldiers, but maybe you can have like a much smaller force with this, you know, technology augmentation, and they're now super soldiers. Maybe that's kind of what is gonna happen with programmers. Jevons paradox says that making something cheaper means people buy more in absolute dollar terms. Interesting. Reverse centaurs a disgrace? Come on, man. But now exoskeleton soldiers are now $200 with Claude Pro Max running CLI. Hey, do you think that $200 is gonna stay like that forever, or are we in like a golden era where things are cheap and obtainable? But maybe that 200 is gonna go up to like 2,000, you know, or something. So I'm trying to get in before it gets too pricey. So dev work gets cheaper, but companies are going to want way more dev work once they realize the game is going to accelerate, not just do same in less time. Yeah, Sorcerer, I think that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Once people can do a lot more work in less time, then the bar is going to change to what's good or what's acceptable for an output for one dev, you know? Yeah, I think they'll capture market, ramp the price to hell. Hey, white border color, how you doing? If you followed earlier. Now, let's see. I prefer the local AI weight means... Wait, what? We'll focus on homework. What? It's not like the first time that people are scared about new technologies. As a programmer, I was also concerned about Google. Bob24 Moraine, what's happened? What do you mean concerned about Google? So the layoffs are temporary as a phenomenon. Yeah, I don't know. I can't predict the future, man, but it's gonna be interesting, if that's the right word. What future is more likely to happen? Terminator, Dune, Star Trek? Man, I think Terminator is a lot closer to our reality than Dune, man. Dune is talking about intergalactic spice wars and stuff. Star Trek is talking about... Who knows what the hell Star Trek is talking about, because I never watched that junk, man. It's too old. Lately, my job results in running 3 agents and managing them doing 3 tickets simultaneously. That's kind of like what I do, man. Except I'm only on 2. And Twitch chat. Wait, hardware? Oh, not homework. HW means hardware, not homework. Focus on hardware. I don't know. Can we even buy the chips that the AI use? Is it the same in the consumer level graphics card, like, or does Nvidia have some crazy chips, and like the Google TPUs, we can't just go buy them, can we, as people, regular Joe Schmoes? Yeah, get good at coding and get good at vibing. You need both. Yeah, I think so. I really believe you got to be good at both in the near future to like stand out. Because how can you be a good vibe coder if you don't know anything about software engineering? You know, like you're just gonna run into some issues at some point, right? Dune and Terminator 2. I think Terminator is more likely. I think that the new CS students need to learn how to code and need how to vibe coding. Yeah, it's better to program yourself in long term instead of asking AI or Googling. I see. That's why you're afraid of Google. But man, I think having so much information at your fingertips allows you to do a lot more. Maybe I feel in the past a lot of people are limited by like how much they knew in some ways. Like maybe, all right, let's say if I wanted to make a new project, but I don't know any front end, I'm only a back end developer. Maybe that project will never happen because I don't want to put in the time and everything to learn front end to make like something for my side project. But with AI, you don't need that much knowledge, man. You just need kind of like the ideas and the execution, you know? So maybe we'll start to see a lot more products that were not feasible in the past because of how much effort you'd have to put in for not that much reward. And now I think since the effort is so much less, we're going to see things starting to get the green light to go ahead and be developed. You know, anyways, man, I gotta stop reading chat and start doing some vibe coding. It's so stupid to talk about movies when you talk about programming. Hey, what do you mean, man? Movies are fun to talk about. Dune has AI in their timeline, but they ban AI because of extinction reasons. Dang, I must have missed that part. Apple is gonna win the hardware local game. I don't know anything about Apple and what they're doing. Nvidia has some crazy chips that they only sell at enterprise, but locally, I think the compute you would need for one person worth of AI is totally possible. Man, imagine we can get our hands on some of these enterprise things, man. Also, something important is how to vibe code, since if you don't know what to prompt, you'll use the tokens without completing anything, and that'll be a great cost. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to vibe code, but actually, all right. Anything else I should read? I don't really like the argument that the world will get better because AI will enable people who aren't motivated to learn and be able to do more things. Grey Hatter, welcome. Shouldn't you be able to vibe code and read chat? Isn't that the point of vibe coding? Hey, I'm not a machine, man. I'm just a dude trying to do his thing. Hey, FTB lag, 10 stream streak. Thank you very much. What's happening? All right, Grey Hatter says I should get back to work. You're right, man. So I just told it to do some things, and we're trying to upload this thing. Bubble 75 description test whatever. All right, I get this error. That's what I said. Yeah, that's kind of what you said, right? You said, shouldn't you be able to vibe code and read chat? Well, maybe that's not what you said, but that's how I took it. But hey, reading chat sometimes it takes up all of your attention, man. And like you can't even focus if there's too many messages, man. But yeah, I think it's just exciting. We have real new technology out. Like it feels like a real advancement. in things. Maybe it's gonna be good, maybe it's gonna be bad. I'm not sure, but it is exciting. I was only replying to when you said you had stopped reading chat and get back to vibe coding. Yeah. All right. I can vibe code and chat when the agents are actually doing something, you know. But when they're just waiting for me to like test something, it's tough. Um, all right. Dang, should I just... It's too restrictive. Yeah. Should I just run this stuff? I'm just gonna run it, man. Oh, wait. They say try one or the other. Alright, I'm gonna just try this one first. I wouldn't call it technology. It's still just a toy. That is a crazy take, man, to call it just a toy. I have to say, that is out there. I think it's way more than a toy at this point, man. Alright, let me run these things. Alright, I hope I don't mess up everything. Let's try. Something. Still. Alright, should we try the simple thing that they said? I said try this one if that doesn't work. I'm gonna try it. I tried both things and it still doesn't work. Same error message. Alright, let's see what's going on. It's a cool toy, but it's not done yet. Do you set up a Ralph loop yet so you can literally go eat lunch while it's working? Hey, I was thinking about maybe doing that today, but obviously I never got to it. I was reading about the Ralph loop last night, man. So I guess you just kind of have a bash loop and you call Claude and you like give it the same instructions and you just clear context every time. Like I'll feed it my list of GitHub issues in a loop and tell it in each one just do like fix one problem, merge it or whatever, and at the end of the loop clear context, go get another problem. Is that kind of like the general flow? Do you have some examples of a Ralph loop that you can share? I work in security. I find that output to be completely inappropriate in a security context. Wait, if I said that, that would be extremely negligent. What? Yeah, I don't know much about security, man. I don't know about anything really. I think the true test is how it integrates into the industry. Take a look at Claude. What is Claude? Get is actually useful there. If Ralph messes up, just get reverts. The Ralph method sounds like wasting a lot of tokens. Hey, I can't even use my tokens, man. Let me see what my usage is. I think Look, I'm nowhere near, man. I could like downgrade my membership to the $100 plan, or I could get this Ralph loop going and more projects going and like use more agents in parallel. I think I'll try and like boost my productivity before I downgrade. Ralph method sounds like wasting a lot of tokens. Yeah, maybe. People are raving about it. I want to try it out myself before I form my opinion. I follow Matt Pocock stuff, a bash loop. Isn't the bash loop same thing, the Ralph loop? Or what? Max Plan token usage is basically not a problem anymore. Abuse it while you can, running in the CLI behind the scenes before they raise the prices again. What stack are you using for the pages? The pages? I have Remix, React, Router. Wait, is that what are you talking about? Pages? Who's this guy? I teach devs for a living. Author of AI Hero. X Vercel. Used to be a voice coach. Should I get some voice coaching from this guy? What does that mean? He can teach me to be a singer? Dang, he's famous. I don't know who he is though. Hey, sorry. I just seen some chats from YouTube. You think there's... Damn, this is from 30 minutes ago. My bad. You think there's behind closed doors? I feel like a lot of these companies are pushing as hard as they can to get market share. I'm a combo centaur. Where do you live? Is DSA course done? No, not yet. I live somewhere on the East Coast. What tool is this? I'm learning from vibe coding when fixing code errors performance issue. I'm not sure what you're asking, but I use Claude Code right now. Wait. Hold on. If a security engineer I work with gave that advice about row level security, I'd be talking to their manager about the risk they're introducing to the company. Wait, whatever this guy is saying, the Claude Code, I didn't even read it, man. To disable row level security. Should I disable it? You can tell from the basement wallpaper and the lighting. How'd you know, man? Build a tool where you can read your YouTube chat and Twitch chat simultaneously. Hey, maybe I should, because I always forget to check my YouTube chat, man. Oh, this is that vocal coach guy. Alright, Ralph Loop. I want to really try out the Ralph Loop sometime this week. I'll read this later on. GeoGuessr Mongolia Grass. His initial stuff does the tasks file, but he does it with GitHub CLI to integrate with his GitHub issues like you want. Prompts it to get issues, pick its top priority, it thinks. I mean, on localhost is probably fine, but I would never honestly suggest disabling security. That's a good way to get bad things. Yeah, of course, it's not a great idea, but it's like a feature that's not even released or anything. We're just trying to figure out what's happening here. Or not me. Claude is just trying to figure it out. But I don't want to disable row level security. So I think it's just to see if it works. But I'm going to disable it anyways, because who cares right now, man. If we disable the row level security and everything works, then we can slowly like start to introduce it back again. It's like an empty table, guys. Come on. Alright, so I'm gonna try and upload something. Test. See? How's that? How's that possible, man? I just ran the SQL script to disable and I still get this error. Alright, what time is it, man? We got an hour left before I go for lunch. Tell Claude Code to make React app. That's what I'm telling it to do right now, man. Hey, Fluffy, what's happening? Let's get Rainbow, Shane Fanks, and Learn with Sherlock together. And we can tell where Simon is, how tall he is, and how fast he's going. Are these GeoGuessr streamers or influencers? Already measured him with the flower pots. Dang, you guys are good, man. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me follow these directions, man. So maybe it's in my keyboard gallery bucket, they're saying. I don't have any policies on this thing, man, so it shouldn't even be tripping. So maybe I need to create... I don't want to show you my Supabase dashboard, but gives read access to all authenticated users. Who knows which one? Alright, you guys want to see my Supabase thing? Sure. The first one is GeoGuessr guy. The second one tells you how tall you are, and the third one how fast something is going. Hey, Fluffy, how do you know those people, man? Are you like some kind of detective? All right. I just want to upload some dang pictures to this thing. What should I do? We want to select. So this is like, whatever. Who cares? Empty table, man. Trying to give them access to their own thing. Whatever, man. Am I messing up? Anyways, should I just follow this thing? Man, I should have just followed it, huh? So it's saying insert for authenticated people only, viewing for everybody, and deleting for authenticated users. But how do I stop it, like one authenticated user from deleting another's? We'll figure that out after. All right, let me delete all these policies and start over. Or I'm gonna tell it, maybe I have to do it through this UI thing. Don't just tell Claude to do it. Hey, that's what I've been doing. But maybe it can't adjust the storage bucket policies. Let me see. Can you just make me a script to do this? Come on. I'm not trying to do all that. A digital scientist. Thank you very much for the follow. And Becky the Techie. Thank you very much for that follow. All right. We need him to do. Can you just sequel it? Yeah, I'm trying. It says after running this, also renable RLS. All right, let's see if the dang thing will upload now. Hey, it worked, kinda. For sure it worked. Alright, let me actually type in some real stuff here. With some linear switches, I forgot the name of. GMK, Godspeed, maybe? Alright, how do I approve this? No keyboards pending. What are you talking about, man? Wait, do I go into the office? Steven Sagiball, how you doing? Monday, go into the office for what, man? Maybe to get food? Does your team show up on Monday? Hey, Ronald Creed, what are you talking about, man? WW file write permission? Yeah, I'm not. This is all in Supabase. So your manager sees you. That's a pretty good reason if you're supposed to be in on Mondays. Alright, so I'm gonna have to tell it. I was able to upload my keyboard, but now it's stuck in pending approval, and when I look in the admin keyboard page, there is nothing for me to approve. What could be going on? Think really hard. Chian, what's happened? Hi, what languages are you using to create the website? A few different languages, but I guess you can say mostly JavaScript, TypeScript. Maybe there's some Python. I don't know if there's any C++, but I'd say those are them. I forgot if there's C++. Dumpydon, welcome to the party. Hey, Steven Sagiball. How far are you from the office? Like, how far is your commute? Alright, so now it's saying the RLS on the profiles table blocking the admin policy subquery. Is that true? How does it even know that's true, man? Hey, white border color. Thank you very much for that hydrates. Cheers. Please stay. Please stop saying his entire name. I have speakers. I don't want my wife to hear something over and over. All right, I'll stop saying Stephen BB. I'll just say his name. All right, what were we doing again, man? All right, should we run this? Hey, Keklel W. Thank you very much for the Prime subscription, man. Let me add you onto the board. Let's click this button. Hey, is this the dang World of Warcraft reference, man? I forget. It's been a long time. Hey, did I do that right? Yeah. Thank you so much. On your website LeetCode ranking section, besides rating, there should be an indicator of how many contests attended. That's a good idea. Let me create an issue. Show how many contests attended on the LeetCode leaderboards. Thank you. It's all a mystery. Hey, I was playing on the Horde side for a long time. All right, let me see if I should run these things, man. I'd say running these SQL things in my Supabase is the one thing that I'm usually hesitant about whenever I got some Claude AI stuff going on. Is your website available for contribution on GitHub? It is not. It is absolutely not. But should it be? I don't know. Maybe I should open it up, man. If you guys want to vibe code or contribute, you know. Wait, pre-warning, the more you lean into AI, the less you remember how to code. My code degraded a fair bit since being an AI manager. Hey, I'm fully expecting that. So that's why I try to do my algorithm sessions without AI at all. So I still have like my coding mind on how to solve problems, but that's a lot different than architecture, I guess, or whatever. It's just practicing code. I would suggest maybe starting with a feature request ranking option first. Chubby Puppy Bear. Hey, if I open it up, I'm not sure I will open it up to the public, you know. Hey, everyone wants me to open it up to public and review. I'll consider it, man. I'll consider it. I guess there's nothing, like my code isn't that secretive, you know. My code is just whack. I built the first version of this by hand, and then now AI has taken over development for me. Wait, the nice thing about the feature request is it doesn't require opening it up at all. Oh. Yeah, and I've already committed some questionable things to my repo. I think I uploaded my environment variables at least once to my repo, man. Even though I don't think I had any crazy secret keys there. Just like the public keys or some URLs, you know. Do we have a Discord? I have a Discord, but it is guarded by channel points. So here's the secret Discord invite. 6,000 channel points. Yeah, maybe I'll look at that feature request thing. Chubby Puppy Bear. All right, let's see. I was trying to see about these, because it's asking me to modify my profiles, man. So add auth. So it's just seeing if it's admin or something. Is admin, yeah. Alright, this looks alright, man. I'm gonna send it. You guys ready? Hope I don't ruin my whole website. That's one of my biggest fears, is me just trusting some AI. I've read so many horror stories about that. And just blowing up everything, man. I feel like it's gonna happen one day. I should make backups. That's a pricey Discord invitation, yeah. I'm not really a big Discord person, so you're not missing out on too much. I guess you're missing out on being able to message me directly. Alright, let me try this again. Keyboard admin. I cannot see anything still. I'm gonna tell it. I just ran those SQL scripts and I still can't see anything. I feel today wasn't a super productive session, man. Mainly because we spent like an hour talking about if AI is gonna be the end of us all. Oh man, what should I eat for lunch? I gotta do some real meal prepping, man. I didn't do any meal preps this week or on Sunday. It was a chat bonding session, yeah. Hey, Boar Son, thank you very much for that type racer. Let's do it real quick. Oh, wait. Look at that. Keyboard approval queue. Should I approve this? I'm gonna wait till it's done before I click any buttons. But in the meantime, it's type racer time. First race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. Man, I really gotta set up my type racer cam. Usually I have, like, you know, top-down camera for type racer. Oh, I gotta send it in the Discord, because if you're in my Discord, you also get type racer updates. All right, you guys ready? First race, warm-up. Second race, championship round. Here we go. Warming up time. It's the final countdown. That was an interesting quote, man. I say this all the time, man. We're all just a bunch of monkeys. Yeah, there are no rules because we're all just a bunch of monkeys out here, to be honest. Dang, Clistar first place, 91 WPMs. Too bad it was the practice round. Alright. Oh, geez, you have a chance at winning for real. Alright, here we go. Championship round about to begin. Anybody could win. I'd have to wait. Wait, I'll wait to have a decent typing speed to not be a guest? Nah, you should always be yourself. Alright, here we go. The championship round is about to begin. Did I just let Clistar win? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe. Alright, Clistar's first time winning Type Racer in the championship round. She's been trying to get on that leaderboard for many, many years. So, how do you do this? Add new champ. Wait, what was your WPMs? 90. 90? We'll say that. Very good. So look at that. Clistar, new champion on the board. 90 WPMs. Very nice. This has been one of my best races. We can't see because you're just a guest, man. Alright, thank you very much for that Type Racer. It was fun. The weekend practice worked? Dang, you've been typing over the weekend, huh? Alright. Didn't I already approve that thing? Oh, I'd said I wasn't going to approve it until this thing is done. Okay. FK join syntax? I don't know what that means. Alright, so I'm going to approve this keyboard, and then I'm going to check out the gallery. I feel like there's a lot more testing I should do. But let's say I uploaded another keyboard. Man, do I have any other pictures? Foreign key? What you talking about? Foreign key, Rana Creed. I must have another picture of some of my keyboards. Crazy I don't have any pictures of them. Anyways, I'll just upload the same thing. Another Bubble 75. This one is different, but it's not. The Code Guy from YouTube. What's up? Try using anti-gravity. Yes, it is on my list of things to do. I gotta do that. Okay, I have some feedback. In the keyboard admin section, can I also delete already approved? Delete or unapprove? I should be talking to it. Can I also delete or unapprove already approved keyboards? Right now, I can only see pending approvals. Man, this other Claude should have been working on something else. Isn't that anti-gravity the same as VS Code? I don't think it's the same as VS Code. I've never even used anti-gravity, so I don't know. But anti-gravity is supposed to like have a lot of AI stuff in it for Google. Nice microphone quality. Thank you very much. Bradman. Adge Bradman. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so we'll try and get this keyboard thing working at least a little bit. I don't want to really merge it in, man, because I don't really like how it looks yet. But maybe we can just keep working on it for the rest of the day. Inspired by you, I also started using Whisper Flow. It's good. Hey, it's real good. I forget who recommended me. Maybe it was Keklel W. What am I creating? I'm working on my personal website, midnightsimon.com. And a 24/7 dream chasing. Thank you very much for the raid. What's poppin'? Welcome to the party. Hey, I think I raided the other day, but you didn't even realize I raided, and you're just vibing out there. All right, so Bradman, this is what I'm working on my website, midnightsimon.com. I use it to keep track of like my subscribers throughout the years, other LeetCode streamers. I'm mainly a LeetCode streamer, or I used to be. I got leaderboards for Type Racer. It's also something. So Clistar just won that Type Racer, so her name goes up on the board. These are a list of all the Type Racer champions since the beginning of time. Did you? Hey, I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't. I rated somebody, man, and they didn't realize. It might not have been you. Anyways, 24/7 dream chasing. How you doing? Alright, so now it says the admin keyboard page should be done, but this is in production, so let me go back to my local host thing. Oh yeah, look at that. I can unapprove stuff now. Alright. This gallery, whatever, it's okay for now. Let's change the name of the link in the header from gallery to keyboard gallery. Is it an expensive mic? I think it is, man. It's a Sennheiser MKH416. I got it for about $1,000. And the reason I spent so much money on it, I bought this maybe like 4 years ago. But people told me microphones hold their value very well. And even if you spend $1,000 on it, man, if you ever want your money back, you can probably get it like 90% of that money back. So I wonder how much those sell for used. Probably like $800, $900. Casually flexing the mag. Hey, somebody was asking me about the microphone, man. I'm not flexing. They're asking if it was expensive, what microphone. So yes, it was expensive. How far is your mic place? I think it's a film grade microphone. My microphone is real close, man. I wish I had my other camera set up because I'd show you how close it is. It's right here. Like, I'm literally, let me bring it down a little bit for you. You can see it. I just have it right out of the frame. So that's how close it is. Straight flexing, not flexing, man. I've spent a lot of money on my studio, that's for sure. That mic is worth its money, is it? I don't really know. If I could go back, would I buy it again? Maybe. So I used to be really into photography. That's why I have so many cameras, man. I guess you can't see all my cameras because right now I only have one setup. But I have camera over there. I have camera up there on a sliding rack. I have another camera of this camera. So it's like, man, all my cameras and lenses, and like even behind me you can see all my lenses and stuff back there. I easily have $10,000 worth of equipment. Easily. I'd say maybe even $15,000 worth of equipment in this studio. MKBHD uses the same mic and he is top creator on YouTube. Immense quality. I'd say I follow somebody called Taya Types, and Taya Types uses this microphone. That's why I bought it, because he's like a keyboard streamer or somebody keyboard YouTuber. So yeah, that's how everyone says this MKH416 is like an industry standard microphone for film, maybe. I don't know about streaming though. The Beds SZ, what's happening, bro? I have stream idea. You and your watchers vibe coding together, and you are like senior trying to decompose shit between people. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Studio looking sharp. Thank you. 24/7 dream chasing. Didn't realize how nice it is to set frame without mic until you pulled it down. Yeah, you know, you have to have this microphone really close. But I don't want the dang big ass microphone arm taking up all the screen in my face all the time, man. I used to have it like that, and I don't like it. I've seen some of your Insta photos. Those are great. Thank you. Thank you. Hey Simon, have you ever thought about recording your voice to AI, because it has such a unique quality and could actually be very profitable to license? I never really thought about it too much, seriously, but maybe I should, man. Should I just become a voice actor, man? I'm looking for a way to make money. I don't know if I can act though. How long did it take to grow your hairs? I've been growing my hairs since 2013. So 13 years I've been growing them all by myself. All right. Bro is simping? Nah. Hey, you can't say that, man. All right, why did I even hide my screen? I forget why. Oh, I was showing you the microphone. All right, are we ready to this gallery? Maybe later today I'll take some real pictures of my keyboards. And then people can upload their keyboards sometime later this week. I'm not gonna push this to production yet. There's still a few things. Len947, are you a rich man? I don't think I'm a rich man, but I just quit my corporate job. I was there for 4 years, and I have a little bit of savings, but not enough to like not worry about money anymore, man. I have enough savings that should last me at least 2 years. While I try and figure out a way to make money myself. But I could easily not figure out a way, and I'll have to go back to working in a corporate job, you know. So if I don't figure this out, I gotta be a corporate slave for the rest of my life. If I figure it out, I have broken free from the golden handcuffs from the corporate slave shops. Without liquidating RSUs? No, man. What are you talking about without liquidating? I'm just saying I have enough money that I'm comfortable living 2 years without income. A lot of things can happen in 2 years, yeah. Let me borrow $1? Yeah, maybe, if you really need $1. DN Bull, what's happened? The Richie Rich Kid? Nah. Maybe. Sometimes. You know what, man? When he took his break from streaming, I absolutely miss hearing the tenor and timbre. What? I don't even know what the hell those words mean. That's some choir singing terms, man. How many WPMs were you? I'm at 94, but I only use 2 fingers on my right hand. Yeah, I'm around the same. I'm not too much faster than you, or maybe I don't even think I'm faster than you. I'm at 93 for my last 10 races, 87 WPMs all time. but I have to say a lot of my type racers are I'm sandbagging, especially in the warm-up rounds. Do you work as a programmer before? Yeah, I worked as a programmer before. Diced out. Nice. What's happened? Do you think Google would receive you again? That's what my director said, and a bunch of my manager and a bunch of like L7s in the org have told me if I ever want to come back, I should reach out and let them know. So hopefully that means they would receive me again. But I'm not sure if I want to go back. Not because I don't like them. Just I think, I don't know if I like working on things I don't care about. Are you still open about where you worked before, or does not? I'm open about that. I worked at Google before. I worked in Google Core, C++ infrastructure, and I did policy enforcement, policy and regulation enforcement, mainly from the EU. DMA, Digital Markets Act, was a big policy I worked on, and a bunch of other policies I worked on. But that's probably the thing that made I use most of my time towards. Why did you quit? Do you not enjoy the job? I enjoyed the people I worked with a lot. I did not enjoy the work. I wasn't interested in the product, I guess, and I thought the pace was a little bit too slow. Do you ever meet Google CEO? I have not. Is he humble? I don't know. I never met him. I'm still bummed that my WPM record was on a MacBook chiclet instead of my nice keyboard. Hey, that means you just gotta type more on your nice keyboard. Sometimes the WPM records are not because of how well you did, more than how short the passage was, if that makes sense. Do you have to talk with a big tech whale while at Google, or a tech celeb? Wait, have I ever talked to a tech celebrity? Maybe the closest I've gotten is Sanjay. Sanjay was not very happy with our team. He said some kind of mean things, not directly to me, but to like people in my team, or not at people in my org. He basically called our work worrisome sometimes with certain patterns he was seeing. Do you consider yourself a hardcore gamer? I don't consider myself hardcore gamer these days. Which other tech celebs? I guess Jeff Dean. I didn't know him, but one of my teammates knows him, like personally, or one of my old teammates, because I don't work there anymore. I've seen Jen Fitzpatrick. She is the leader of Core. I used to sit on her floor. I've seen her like a couple times a week when I used to work next to her. Jen Fitzpatrick is a senior vice president at Google, but I don't think she's a tech celebrity, man. She shows up on TV sometimes. I read an article where tech companies keep coders just so other companies can't get them. Basically, they do monotonous work, but most people stay because the salary is too good. Yeah, I've read that as well, and I think they say that's like Google's strategy. But yeah, the work starts to get boring and monotonous. In the beginning, it was very exciting. There are so many new things I was learning. All of the Google internal tooling, was like first time I've seen it. Working on something at that scale was also exciting. It's the first time I've ever done it. I've never worked in a big corporation at all. I'm not even talking about I was gonna say WPMs, but I meant like queries per second or requests per seconds. I'm not even talking about scale like that. I'm talking about scale as in how many people you worked with. I've never worked with that many people before. So there's some adjusting to get used to working in a big company. And also, I've never worked on that like literal how many requests per second scale. I guess in our org, in our team, we provided a service for all of Google because we're in infrastructure. I guess my team didn't directly provide the service, but I helped build the service initially, and then I got reorged to another team. But anyways, that service gets like hundreds of billions of queries per second, man. That's a scale that I can't even imagine, to be honest. It's beyond what I can comprehend how big that scale is. Because even at Google, man, you get some teams that have like some service and they're like, yeah, we get 400 million queries per second, we're a big deal, blah, blah, blah. But man, like, come on, that's chump change when you're talking about hundreds of billions. Anyways, I don't really have to deal with scaling stuff. That's already a solved problem. We just use the infrastructure and we press the button that says go. We don't do anything else. It's not like I actually have to build to that scale, I just plug it in the pipeline and send it. Do you still have contact with some of your old peeps? Yeah, I have their contacts. Does Google dog food their cloud services, or are those running on premises somewhere? I don't know anything about Google Cloud. Google Cloud is another org. Google Cloud is probably the biggest org at Google right now. I always thought it was funny when people would brag about RPS when they're just inflating costs on an ET2 instance somewhere. I mean, bragging about the RPS is more like how used your service is, I guess. Like, it's not like we actually had to figure out how to scale it to hundreds of billions. Google already figured that out, man. Bobby B. Dennis, welcome. But when you have that scale, I guess there are some things that you have to consider whenever you're developing, I don't know what they are because I don't consider anything. I'm just a lowly L4, man. Anyways, time's almost up. I guess I'm just talking nonsense until we go. So I'll be streaming again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time, but it will be strictly algorithms. There will be no vibe coding. I'll be doing another vibe coding session offline, so I won't be streaming my next vibe coding session later today. I do those privately, and I find I usually continue things that I worked on stream. So like I'll probably continue my keyboard thing and maybe some other issues. But tomorrow we'll start again with more vibe coding. Maybe tomorrow I might bring up the Type Blazer, which is my type racer game. Maybe, I'm not sure. Anyways, so today, what did we do? We did one issue fixing some white screen that pops up whenever you log in with OAuth, and then we started working on the keyboard gallery where whoever is registered on the website, you can upload your keyboards and we can look at each other's keyboards if you're into that type of stuff. And it's a few minutes early, man, but I'm so hungry. I might even just end early today because, man, I had to shovel so much snow this morning. And I'm just tired, man. Not gonna lie. So, should we just raid somebody and get out of here a couple minutes early? I think I will. Should we raid Vibe Coders? Oh shit. Hey, this guy raided me. Oh shit. This guy raided me and he's still here. He's still online.
Gonna ignore us otherwise.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe I didn't raid this guy. Let's go raid him now. I raided somebody else. Dang, he just leaves the stream on 24 hours. That's nuts. All right, everybody. Few minutes early. I'm leaving today, man. It's because I'm like literally about to pass out because of malnutrition, man. But I gotta go. Diced out. See you later. Thank you very much for tuning in. KJ Betts, Bobby B. Dennis. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning in. Portnoy, Hyper, Len947. See you later, alligators. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. DN Bull, Chubby Puppy Bear. Have a good day, evening, afternoon. Ardento. See you later, alligator. The Bad SZ, Sorcerer. 24/7 Dream Chasing. I'm about to raid you right now, but have a good day. I'm not Milsey. Thank you for tuning in. Dumpy Dawn. See you next time. Clistar. I'll see you real soon. Congrats on the Type Racer win. Maybe I let off on the gas at the finish line, but don't you worry. Nobody else knows. Alright, I'll see y'all tonight for algorithms. And see you later, everybody on YouTube. My bad. Bradman, Rana Creed. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time, man.